going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
He's got it complete. That's Schoonmaker. He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Luke Schoonmaker.
66 yards.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And some room to run now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's Purdy. Samuel bringing in the slant.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks.
He's into space past the 25.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Steps away. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Final play of the half. Purdy
eluding the pressure right.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one.
And now the rookie's free. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first, escaping the pressure right.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Purdy now on second down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Purdy from the gun on third down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now with Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott now on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott rolling to his left. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll take this to the 46.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll give it up to McCaffrey as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Purdy on a sneak. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
To throw is Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Purdy to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Go, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Prescott.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
Here comes 2nd down.
One last shot now for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Inside the 10. He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.